Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And I have had a few days off, but no days off from the Discord there. But I'm here again back with you today. We're going to talk about whether history will repeat. We're going to talk about that $145,000 Bitcoin level that I've given over the last couple of weeks. We're going to look at the SPY. We're going to talk about altcoin season and a whole bunch more. But before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people. And of course, if you're new, smash that subscribe button and you'll get these daily updates. So first of all, let's look at the analyst. Rect Capital specializes in the Bitcoin cycles, and I do like his TA. He has tended to be more accurate than not, and of course that upward target of around that 140,000 level, maybe a little bit of a pullback in this area here before going higher. He states it's only week 3 in price discovery of uptrend number 2. History suggests Bitcoin should be able to rally for another few weeks before a potential price discovery correction too, which could be another 2 to 3 weeks there based off his analysis there. Now, of course, I had shown multiple times on this channel, Bitcoin here, you can see number 1 is in a bull flag there. You can clearly see the flagpole. You can see the flag formation, and the technical target I have to the upside is 125,000. We're going to need to see a break above 120,000 there, okay, for that one to play out. So that would be the place to take an entry. And of course, our line in the sand, as always, is the 9 EMA on the daily time frame, and we are just above that. That's sitting at about 118,285. And you can see this has guided this entire move to the upside from Bitcoin, apart from a couple of little corrections. We had the pullback, but since the green dot, the tribal trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all, fired off on June the 23rd, and we broke through the 9 EMA on the daily, and the 9, this dark pink line broke over the light pink 20 EMA on the daily. It has guided this move the entire way up, you can see, and that is held as support there, just hanging on at the moment. Now, of course, what's the invalidation point here? I would see a close below this 116K level there. That would bring for me an invalidation of this bull flag and more than likely pull us into this fair value gap. We have a fair value gap between 115,000 and 111,000. There is a fair value gap, and you can see we ate into it a little bit there. Maybe that'll be it. We do understand these wicks often get filled. Will Bitcoin come and fill that at some point? Absolutely. When will it fill it? That's the question there that we're looking at as we see these charts. Remember, I called this breakout from this wedge pattern here that we had here, and we broke out that wedge pattern. We created another wedge pattern, and I gave you a technical target of 117,000. I've left all of these on the charts from when I gave them many weeks ago now. We hit that technical target. Now we're in this bull flag pattern. If we go to the weekly time frame, there is the inverse head and shoulders pattern. I gave you that also. I've given you that breakout level. That's at about 145,000. Of course, we have a massively key level here of 132,000, which will be huge to get above. And of course, we're not even at that 125,000 level. Of course, this can be invalidated if we were to come back and break back below the neckline there at about 111,000 there, which is also where the 50-day moving average is and the 20 EMA on the weekly. There we do have a yellow triangle, a little bit of a concern. We did have one over there, and we did come up a little bit more before dropping down. So with that could lead into that 3-week before we start to see a bit of a downtrend, a bit of a pullback there. So there could be some more upside to Bitcoin if we can break out. If we turn on our volume profile indicator there, I do like seeing volume being filled there, and we just don't have a lot in this area here. And so that's where we need to build some support. Otherwise, in any corrections in the future, it'll just melt through this area here. There would be a severe drop, of about 10,000 there. So I think a bit of a healthy pullback, creating a bit of a higher low here. Maybe we go sideways for a little bit of a week. But that means also that the bull flag may or may not play out. And here's the thing about the bull flag. Of course, there could be wicks down to this area. We just don't want to see any closes down around, which are lower than really $112,000 on a weekly time frame there for Bitcoin. So that's some TA for Bitcoin there. So we're still looking good while we are above the 9 EMA on the daily time frame, and we are above the 9 EMA on the daily on the time frame just at the moment. Then that trade is still good, and the 20 EMA on the daily there, if we would lose that level and close below that level, then this bull flag formation looks like it could be over. But this is extremely bullish. The structure here, of course, there is historically for bull flags, there is around about a 2/3 likelihood that it plays out to the upside, and about 1/3 that it doesn't play out and goes to the downside. I think sometimes people, when they see bull flag pattern, they think, oh, it's going to play out. It's an absolute guarantee. No, it's not. 2/3 of the time it plays out, 1/3 of the time it does not play out. Let's have a quick look at total 2, and we can see that also has a bull flag formation. It's hanging on to the 9 EMA on the daily there. So we do have to be careful with that one if we do see that breakdown. The only thing I don't like about this is that there is an M formation there that's typically quite bearish. Sometimes they don't play out hugely to the downside. This has obviously dropped a fair bit when you think of it, 1.55 trillion down to 1.48 trillion. It has dropped down a little bit. If we would lose the 9 EMA on the daily there, and as you can see, the same thing, the tribal trades indicator gets you in to the altcoins. It gives you those signals to get into your altcoins, and then you can ride, and then if you miss it, you can jump in again when it crosses the 9 EMA. And your last chance to get in is where the 9 EMA crosses over the 20. And of course, this 9 EMA has held. Look at the support line. This is why the 9 EMA is such a boss indicator. Make sure that you have that on your charts. And if you don't know how to set up your charts, I do give that in the Life Chain Gains trading course university, which is available in the Tribal Trades Discord. So we need to stay above here, the 9 EMA on the daily. Of course, wicks below it, it's been a few there, but of course we don't want to start closing candles below that. We are seeing the MACD roll over there, a little bit of a concern. However, we are hopefully going to see the stochastic RSI is a little bit, or was oversold, hopefully coming back into the neutral zone there. Let's have a quick look at the SPY. And of course, the SPY is on a tear. Well, I've given you this inverse head and shoulders pattern and your breakout target to 700, around about $720. And we are on our way there after we broke through that neckline there to the upside if you'd taken the SPY trade. And the beautiful thing about the Tribal Trades Discord indicator, because some people think, oh, they come in and it's like, oh, it's just for day trading. No, if you'd bought this on the 7th of April when the Tribal Trades indicator fired off, and when the SPY was down around that high 400s, low 500s, we're right up now. We're at 638. The next area of resistance is going to be a very strong one there at 642. There's a double Fibonacci level there. I'm going to actually color that yellow so people can see that. So I think there will be some kind of resistance there, and maybe we come back and have a little bit of a retest there before going higher. But at the moment, unless we see some kind of global or geopolitical event that will curtail this move to the uptrend, at the moment, it's just going higher, and there are no reversal signals at the moment that I am seeing. There's no red dot or even yellow triangle for the Tribal Trades indicator. And of course, so you could have just simply bought in April and still be holding your position like I am in July. That's April, May, June, July. So you can be a long-term investor and you'll get incredible value, in my opinion, from the Tribal Trades Discord. We cater with my 3 portfolio strategy that I have, which is, of course, the smaller, more intraday trades, the medium time frame, which we tend to trade on the daily chart here, and then, of course, the weekly time frame as well, which is more of the longer time frame to make sure that we cater for all different kinds of traders. And speaking of the Tribal Trades Discord, the AMD inverse head and shoulders that I spotted and that I gave an entry for on the 6th of June has absolutely crushed. We are almost at our target of $180 since I gave this trade way back at $124. Now, of course, the best thing about this trade is I hold AMD, but I've also been trading AMDL, which of course also has an inverse head and shoulders because it's just the 2x ETF leverage. So if AMD goes up 10%, this will make 20%. And this is absolutely crushed. And I have been giving almost daily in the Discord entries for those that may have thought they missed the AMD trade and were able to get back in it. Look at this beautiful, perfect retest of the 9 EMA on the daily. You can see a wonderful time that the 9 EMA has guided this entire move to the upside. So even those that may have come in late or thought they were in late, I always look to give entries, obviously with take profits and stop losses there to be guiding that move. So that AMD has absolutely crushed it. Congratulations for all of those who took that one trade. And this is just the one trade of many, many trades that have been given there. Absolutely fantastic. And I do love these incredible testimonial that I get and that I read in the Discord. And April Parker here, up over 2,000 in stocks alone, just off the stock plays that I give every day, Monday to Friday, okay? And so this more than pays for the Discord. She's paid for 5 years of the Discord just in one single day. And the Braveheart trader from Scotland, I call him the William Wallace or William Buffett Wallace there. He's doubled his leverage account just in the last 6 weeks there. Would never have even considered leverage trading, made financial freedom feel like a real possibility there. And this is what the Discord is all about, is teaching strategies for financial freedom and for wealth transformational strategies. We have another live session today with the Discord. We do that twice a week and then a couple of times on the weekends for those who can't catch them. They're all recorded so they can be viewed at the later date. And of course, we have the Tribal Trades Life-Changing Gains University, the A to Z of trading, the Tribal Trades Indicator, which is a paid indicator. Okay, you cannot get this for free. It's not available to access free. It comes with the Tribal Trades Discord. Okay. Now, of course, the news is that the Tribal Trades Discord is an exclusive pro trading community, and it is currently closed. We had it open for June and the first week of July. However, we do have a wait list. How do you get on the wait list? I'm so glad you asked. Right down at the bottom of this video, there's a description, and the link is in the description. You might need to click the more button. That will pop open the description, and you can click on the link there, and you can get on the waiting list. We will be opening it up again this year. I will let you all know when that will be upcoming. However, if you're on the wait list now, you will get the first access because we'll only let a certain amount of people come in at a time. And the other thing to take note of in that is that if there is at any time somebody is not able to renew their subscription, then I do move people off the wait list a little early there to take their place there. All right. Well, that's all I have time for today. And of course, until the next episode or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.